Hello everybody. Just wait a minute for my comments to load up. Alright. So, welcome to today's update for North Tonawanda City Schools. My name is Greg Wojtyla. I'm the superintendent. Today is Wednesday, September 22nd. So, we are here today to kind of give you some brief updates, tell you about some things that are going on in the community, as well as the school. So, in our school calendar, all of our open houses are listed, and we have made some adjustments to some of the open houses so that we are asking only one adult come, and we've kind of, in some buildings, split it up by alphabet or grade level. But tonight is an Ohio open house, and then tomorrow is the high school, and then next week, Wednesday, is Spruce, and next week, Thursday, is Drake. NTI already had theirs. And then when you get into the middle of October is the middle school. So if you did not get a calendar, they're also listed on the webpage, so you can do that as well. We want to remind everybody that we posted on Facebook, and we'll be sending out reminders that there is an environmental grant that a lot of area from the Tonawanda Coke plant are part of. We do have an upgrade to the NTI walking path and playground with a garden and some other things there, and a safe biking path and all those things there. So you can go to tonawandafund.org, and there is a list of all the different projects. And then later this year in 2021, the state will be announcing which ones got the most votes and which ones they'll fund. And once again, the one for the school district is for NTI to enhance the playground and biking path there around that intermediate school off of Rui and Nash there. So it is, tonawandafund.org. And we do have an interpreter who came. I was waiting. I thought maybe we got pushed to the side because we know that with schools open, and they're needed in a lot of places. So sometimes Facebook Live takes second fiddle, but we're glad to have them here, and welcome back. We will continue. So we just went over open house, which is in the calendar, and we went over tonawandafund.org, which we'll also try to put the link up in the comments, which I don't see any comments yet, but I see 61 people watching. So hopefully that'll come and everything's working. Every few months it seems like Facebook Live does something different. So when I had to register to get in today, everything was to the right instead of the left. So let's hope that that's all working. And just making sure that no comments are telling me that we're not live. So, all right, so I want to get into COVID a little bit. So we do have our weekly meeting still. We have been, what I would say North Tonawanda has been lucky a little bit, where we've had a total of 10 positive cases identified since the start of school. There are a lot of school districts that have 10 a day. 10 positive cases is not how many people then are quarantined, though, sadly. So, we're back in school, we're wearing masks, we're here every day, and based on what we tell them and the information that they're asking us, when we do get a positive case, sometimes one positive student can take out, 20 or 30 kids, depending on that practice. It's not happening terribly, but we do have some that are related to sports. We have some that have been related to classrooms. And then we've had some that weren't feeling well and weren't in school for 3 or 4 days before they got their test, and so then there is no tracing that's required. So Spruce in Ohio, right now, I don't want to jinx them, but they've had no positive cases at the moment from what my report says. We know that can change daily and hourly. But our NTI, middle school, high school, and Drake have all had a few cases. So that's good there. What else do we have here? So we want to talk a little bit about some things coming up. We are trying to be as back to normal as possible. So back to normal in the fall for school is in North Tonawanda is the TNT game, which will be going on. There's also a homecoming, and those things will proceed whether, watch the weather because they're outside. A lot of school districts had theirs earlier, in the school year. Ours are always in October, so we have that coming up. And for the homecoming, which is October 15th, if you go to the North Tonawanda High School Wall of Fame project, you'll find information out if you want to do a tailgate party beforehand. They're organizing that separately from the school, but there's information there. That is going to be on Friday, October 15th from 4 to 6:30. They are also selling the Wall of Fame calendars. If you would like those for a Christmas gift, there is a sports and an arts one. They are available at the Niagara Federal Credit Union on Erie Avenue, and you can get those there. And the proceeds go to upgrades made to the Wall of Fame. So we covered a number of things. I don't know why I'm not getting any comments at all. Let's see. Oh, I think they moved them to the bottom, so that's right. Now I need to go there. So, all right, let's see. They moved them. Good afternoon here. So it says, will the school district ever allow school personnel to get tested during the workday? It is required by the district. Well, first of all, it's required by the state. The district isn't trying to do that individually. We are working on coming up with a outside vendor that would travel to the different school districts in Niagara County, which means some weeks it would be available in North Tonawanda. When voting, you can vote up to 6 projects, and there's 2 tiers, lots of great ideas. That is true for that Tonawanda, I want to say it right, TonawandaFund.org. Yes, there's the botanical gardens, there's a lot of fun projects in there. There are over 31,000 people in North Tonawanda, so we should get 31,000 votes for the North Tonawanda project so that we can help beautify and make our parks and areas around North Tonawanda even more useful than they are already. So that's where we are there. I'm not loving these comments at the bottom, but that's where they are now. So we'll see if we can set that up differently. Don't forget, open houses are coming this fall. We have the high school TNT game coming up, and then the homecoming, which is October 15th for that. So everything's listed in our district calendar. Those were mailed to you free, and we are making adjustments as we go through things, but the TNT game is at Tonawanda this year, and it is October 22nd. So the homecoming is the weekend before that. We hope to see everybody out enjoying the school property and rooting on our lumberjacks. So there's not a ton of updates. The state hasn't changed anything immediately with testing or protocols. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I've got a lot of calls about students who are being placed in quarantine because they were close contact. So we moved that so it's easier for you to follow what is the county is following. So if you go to the home page at ntschools.org, our webpage, at the top it says home, the very next one says COVID-19. When you click on COVID-19, you'll see the reopening plan and the return to school after being in close contact or positive. So they're right side by side, and when you click on it, you can read the flow charts for how we're needing to process that. It's different this year, so I know some parents have gotten conflicting information or feel like things are different, but some of our older students are vaccinated, so they have a different return back to school. Some of our younger ones, obviously we know, can't get the vaccine, and so that's a different path back. So it's all there, if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, for how we're going to return to school. We're all in red. We're not increasing in Niagara County by leaps and bounds. We're in red, and we're holding pretty high there for Niagara County school flow, where we are with active cases of COVID. If there is a case in a class and your child is asked to quarantine, does that student's sibling also have to stay home? Good question, because obviously now I think it would be until they start showing symptoms that they would not have to. because you're staying home out of an abundance of caution because they were close to someone in class. They may not ever get the COVID-19 virus. So I think everything changes once you are symptomatic, though. When voting, up to 6 projects, okay, and he posted the link there for COVID, as well as the link for voting for the community project. We're hoping to do some nice improvements to the NTI area there. So please take a minute to go there and vote. Can you replace the Miskien basketball backboard in Remington School? Kale's court is in shambles. Yes, I know that that's on buildings and grounds list, and Mrs. Manovich and them are working on how best to do that. One was a lowerable and movable basketball. One was plexiglass that actually wasn't supposed to shatter but did shatter thanks to vandalism. So we're trying to come up with the best way to get that back in there. But it is on our list to make that Kale's court back into the shape it was when it was donated. All right, I think that's it for comments. Sorry if it was a little jumbled today, but Facebook decided on September 22nd it was a good day to change the format and how we do things. Picture days, I don't know for NTI, but I'll let NTI know that they'll be sending home a reminder, I'm sure, when it's picture day. I don't think they're all on the calendar because we weren't sure we were going to have everybody in and do how that was going to work. So they always do a makeup day too. So, but your best bet is to call NTI for that information. And if I get Mr. Burgess on the line and he's got the dates, I'll have him put it out on the Schoology platform that those kids get. Probably is already there if I know them. So check Schoology. Okay, what else we got? Okay, all right. Well, I know it was a quick one, but that's good news because there's not a lot to report or a lot to say, but please share this because we do have some important things coming up through the Wall of Fame project. We have some things coming up with our TNT week, and we have low numbers with COVID positive cases, so we hope that continues as we get into the fall, and we hope that everyone stays healthy and safe, and we'll be back. I'll be doing these every Wednesday in September. We're going to see if there's a lot of changes. I might go to twice a week, twice a month, I'm sorry, in October and add an evening one for those parents. So we're going to just see what happens over the next 10, 12 days before we make that decision. But right now we're going to be doing them every Wednesday through October 6th. And then I'll let you know if we're going to skip any weeks or not. But we're always here. Give us a call. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go Lumberjacks. Thank you.